Hi students, welcome you all to ABC Economics. In my previous video, we discussed one of the methods of calculating national income, and that was value-added method. So we discussed elaborately all the formula and other aspects of that formula. Now let us do some numerical problems of value-added method. So before we start that, let us once again recap the formula of value-added method. Value-added method, value of output minus IC. Value of output minus IC. How to derive value of output? If value of output is not given, then you have to add sales and change in stock. Then you will get value of output. Sales include domestic and export, and change in stock include closing stock minus opening stock. Then you will get value of output. If by chance value of output is not given in the numerical, then price will be given, quantity will be given. In that case, P into Q if you do, then you will get the value of output, right? And from there, you subtract intermediate consumption. Then you will get GDP MP. And from GDP MP, you can convert into various aggregates which we discussed in our previous videos. So here, in order to find out national income, this is the formula. You derive GDP MP minus depreciation plus NFIA minus NIT, you will get national income, that is NNP FC. Okay, so this is the basic formula and easiest formula which I can offer to you. And this, if you learn by heart or if you understand this properly, then you can easily do all numerical based on value added method. So the first numerical let us do. Calculate value added by A and B, firm A and B, and also calculate GDP and P. Okay. So now let us do. Particulars are given: export by firm A 20, import by firm B 50, sales to household by A 90, sales to B by firm A 40, sales to A by firm B 30, sales to household by B 60. So first let us do value added by A. Okay. The formula: value of output minus IC. Value of output means sales plus change in stock. This is how you will do. Okay, sales include domestic sales plus export, right? And change in stock means closing stock minus opening stock. This is the formula. You are getting this formula in order to get the value of output, then IC. Okay, this is the formula. This is how you have to do. Initially, if you do like this, then it will be easy for you to understand, and after few examples or after few exercises, you will easily be able to do the things. Okay. Now value of output. So here value of output as such is not given, so you have to find out sales. So sales domestic plus export. Let us see domestic. What is domestic here? Sales to B by firm A. Sales to B by firm A 40. Right? Sales to B by firm A 40. Then export. What is export? Export is 20. Then anything else? Sales to households by A. See, sales to households by A, that is 90. Okay. This is value sales you have derived. Now change in stock is not there, so it is 0. Okay. Let ICB remain like this. Now just you see 40, 60, 90. That means 150 plus change in stock is not there, so 0. IC means what A purchased from others. Sales to A by B, that means sales to A by B, that means B is selling to A, that is 30. Then import by A. right? Import by A is 50. That means A is taking the help of B, that is 30, and A is taking the help from other countries, that is 50. That is called import. So 150 plus 0 means 150, then minus 80. Okay, so 70 is the value added of A. 70 is the value added of A. Okay, got it? 150 plus 0, 0 I had it keep because it is change in stock and it is not there, so 0. Then I see 30 plus 50, so you are getting 80. So out of 150, if you subtract 80, then you are getting 70. That is value added of A. Now value added by B. See, sales. What is the sales? Sales to A by firm B. Sales A to A by firm B, that is 30. Anything else? Sales to households by B. This is 60. Right? So these are the sales carried out by the firm B. 30 means sales to A by firm B 30 and sales to household by B 60 plus change in stock is not given 0 minus IC. IC means what help the B has taken from others. So it is 90, right? And what is IC? Here IC you see, that means what is the help taken by B from others? Sales to B by firm A, that is sales to B by firm A. That means B is taking the help from firm A, that is 40. Anything else? Anything else? Sales or intermediate consumption by B? Only this 40, because sales to B by firm A, that means B is taking help from firm A, so that is 40. So 90, okay, minus 40, so it is coming 50. This is value added by B. This is the answer. Value added by B. So value added by A is 70 and value added by B 50. Okay, that is the question. Then second question is GDP-NP. What is GDP-NP? Simple, value added by A plus value added by B. That means 70 plus 50. 120 is your GDP. 120 is your GDP-NP. That means there are two firms, firm A and B. What is their GDP? If you add both GDPs, then you will get total GDP of that particular country or that particular region, and that becomes 120 is your answer. Now, let's do another numerical. Calculate value added by A and B. Particulars: domestic sales by A, exports by A, purchase by A, sales by B, purchase by B. Domestic sales by A 4,000, exports by A 1,000, purchases by A 1,200, sales by B 2,940, and purchase by B 1,800. So now how to do it? First, value added by A. Formula I have written: value of output minus IC. Value of output means sales, that includes domestic plus export, plus change in stock, that includes closing stock minus opening stock and IC. So here, see what is the sales. Sales by A, domestic sales 4,000, right? And exports by A 1,000. So domestic and export both you have added 1,000 and 1,000. Change in stock is not given, 0. And what is intermediate cost? Intermediate cost of A, purchases by A 1,200. Purchases by A 1,200. So you are getting 3,800. That is value added by A. Now value added by B. Value added by B. So what are the sales of B? Sales of B is 2,940. 2,940. Change in stock is not given, so plus 0. What is IC? That means what help the B is taking from others. just see purchases by B, maybe from some other company. So that is 1800. So 2940 minus 1800 is 1140 is the value added by B. Okay, this is sum number 2. Now sum number 3. Here sales and is not given. You see, find out NVAFC. The other name of NVAFC is NDPFC and NNPFC, national income. Price per unit of output 25, output sold 1000, excise duty 5000, depreciation 1000, change in stock minus 500, intermediate consumption 7000. Okay, now value of output, as usual formula, value of output minus IC, sales plus change in stock minus IC. Sales includes domestic plus export, change in stock means closing stock minus opening stock minus IC. So here sales are not given, so price of particular unit is given, that is 25. How much quantity sold? That is 1000. And change in stock, what is change in stock? Minus 500. So 2500, if you multiply 25 into 1000 to 25,000 and plus minus 500. That 500 is change in stock. And what is intermediate consumption here? Clearly given, intermediate consumption is 7000. So if you calculate 25,000 plus minus 500 minus 7000. So you are getting 17,500 as GDP-MP. You are getting 17,500 GDP-MP, that is also known as value added. Now GDP-MP must be converted into NDPFC because that's the question. So GDP-MP minus depreciation minus NIT, if you do, that means 17,500 is your GDP-MP. Depreciation, what is depreciation? See, depreciation 1000. NIT is given, that is excise duty, that is 5000. So you are getting 11,500 is your NDPFC. 11,500 is your NDPFC. So in order to convert that into national income, what is the formula? NDPFC plus NFIA. NDPFC plus NFIA, which we discussed already. NDPFC's other name is domestic income. When you add NFIA with the domestic income, you will get national income. So NDPFC plus NFIA, that is 11,500, that is NDPFC, and NFIA is not given. No NFI is given, that means plus 0, that means 11,500 is your national income. This is your national income. Okay, this is the basic. NVAFC, the other name is NDPFC, and then you have to calculate NNPFC. When you do this, then you are getting NDPFC, and simply add NFIA with the NDPFC, then you will get national income, also known as NNPFC. Hope these 3 numericals of which I have worked out in this video will definitely help you to do more and more. So what I suggest you all is that you do some related numerical in your notebook and see whether you are going right way or not. And probably if you understand all these numerical problems properly, then you will be able to do the other numerical also. Related numericals you do, and if you have any queries, you can text me or you can give your feedback. Okay, I hope I was quite clear, and I hope it would help you a lot. Okay, thank you very much.